Published 11:48 EDT, the 15th of September 2017. Updated 13:59 EDT, the 15th of September 2017. The Porschedriving lawyer's daughter, accused of attempted murder for shooting a homeless man, has spoken out for the first time since her arrest to protest her innocence. Katie Lane Quackenbush, 26, admits shooting Gerald Melton, 54, in the stomach at 3 a.m. on August 26 in Nashville, but claims she was acting in self-defense and that she never meant for the bullets to wound him. As she awaits her first court appearance, the aspiring singer and rapper's history of run-ins with the law and failed romances have emerged. She has also been linked to an escort website where her photographs appear under the name Presley Brooks, an $800 an hour escort and dancer who is available to hire for fetish or fantasy. This week, Quackenbush insisted she did nothing wrong by shooting Melton and said much of what has been reported on the case is lies, reposting an old music video to her song Outlaw Love. She read in a description of it on YouTube, "Media lies, so many facts about the case not being shown on media. Instead of judging how about you look into more information. I'm sick, not a bad person." Katie Quackenbush, 26, who is accused of attempted murder for shooting a homeless man in August, is seen above left in a photo which also appears on an escort website and in her mugshot right she took to YouTube on Wednesday to claim there were lies being perpetrated about her case and that she was not a bad person. Police say she shot homeless Gerald Melton outside her Porsche SUV when he asked her to turn her music down. She claims it was self-defense, that she meant to only fire warning shots and that he threatened to kill her. She made the comments underneath a video to her song in which she sings "I'm definitely a sinner, I've never been a saint." The video follows her as she runs away from a police officer, changes outfit, is arrested and then escapes. Quackenbush's lawyer, Father Jesse, refused to comment on Thursday when contacted by DailyMail.com about the escort website and claims made by the woman's former fiancé, who said she was a psycho bitch with a superiority complex about being rich. He said his daughter was an innocent woman. Quackenbush, an aspiring singer and rapper, posted her protest of innocence beneath an old music video for her song Outlaw Love. She is seen above in the video being arrested. Quackenbush posted $25,000 bail when she was arrested last week and is awaiting trial. Police in Nashville say Quackenbush got out of her Porsche SUV on August 26 to deliberately shoot Melton in the stomach after he asked her to turn her music down. Her lawyer, Father, tells a very different story. He claims Melton had been threatening her life and hurling vile racial slurs like "San Nerwe" at his daughter because she has the appearance of being Middle Eastern, but isn't. 54-year-old Gerald Melton remains in a Nashville hospital in a stable condition after being shot by Quackenbush on August 26. He said Quackenbush, a single mother who manages to put her son through private school despite struggling to make a living as a musician, fired the shots as a warning and told Melton that she had a gun several times. She held her composure better than probably any police officer in America would have, he told DailyMail.com last week. Her father, who is a criminal defense attorney in Amarillo, Texas, went on to say that he believes police in Nashville are making an example of his daughter and insists the case is driven by politics and to brush over the city's homeless problem. Quackenbush and her friend drove away after she shot Melton and went to get a breakfast. He said they handed themselves in days later after learning that he had been injured and says his daughter has been cooperating with police ever since. He told DailyMail.com that Melton was known in the area for threatening people's lives and that he had been reported to the police because of it. There was no evidence of his claims in Melton's arrest history with Nashville's Metro Police Department, which dates back to 2014. Photographs of Katie appear on the website eros.com, where an ad describes her as an escort and dancer. The woman in the ad is described as a dancer and escort who is interested in fantasy and fetish. The woman appears in several provocative selfies. She was previously described by her father as a struggling musician and single mom. Quackenbush's distinctive tattoos are shown in the images on the escort website. Of the charges are for criminal trespassing and failure to show up in court. None are violent. Several photographs of Quackenbush appear on the website eros.com next to an ad for a dancer and escort in Nashville. They offer the services of a woman calling herself Presley Scott, who charges $800 an hour for her services. Other photos of her appear under the name Bubbles on a website for glamour models. The woman's former fiancé has also come forward after learning of her arrest in the news and says he is not the least bit surprised by it. "This is just like completely in her character. This really doesn't surprise me at all. "This sounds just like her," Ian McGrath said in a YouTube video. He claimed the pair dated on and off for a year and a half in 2011 and were engaged. Ian McGrath left said he and Quackenbush Center were on and off for a year and a half and were engaged in 2011. He said the shooting was in character for her and that she was volatile during the relationship. McGrath left now said Quackenbush had a superiority complex when they were dating, which related to money. She got his nickname, Stinks, tattooed above her left breast before they parted ways. Quackenbush, who has a 5-year-old son with a different man, was working at the time as a professional skier and stripper but was pursuing her dreams of becoming a musician. He said the pair shared an apartment in Denver, but McGrath said she had a superiority complex about being rich. Quackenbush was arrested in 2013 for assaulting her mother, but the charges were later dropped. DailyMail.com previously reported on the fact that Quackenbush had been arrested in 2013 for assault causing bodily injury. Her father said the arrest stemmed from a squabble with her mother, the charges were dropped, and that she has no criminal convictions. McGrath said she also had a $2.5 million trust fund, which he said she would only have access to if she had no felony convictions. Jesse Quackenbush told DailyMail.com his daughter had only had one drink when she drove her friend back to her car after partying together. He said they saw Melton violently harassing another group of girls. He then approached his daughter's SUV and started banging on the windows and threatening to kill her. She said, "I have a gun." Twice he came at her. She fired what she thought was a warning shot and fired a second one when he kept coming at her. She ran back to the car and left with her friend. Her father said Quackenbush, 26, is pictured with her 5-year-old son Rip. Her father insists she is law-abiding and innocent, but that she is being targeted by Nashville police who want to make an example out of her. Lane is seen above in a video where she raps her song "Ski Tips Up H's Down" when they returned to the scene so that her friend could finally retrieve her car. It was swarming with police and had been taped off. Her father, prominent Texas defense attorney Jesse Quackenbush, insisted to DailyMail.com that she was acting in self-defense. The next day they're hearing in the news that police are looking for two blonde females who shot a homeless man. Mr. Quackenbush continued. Upon his advice, his daughter contacted police and handed in the gun, which, her father said, she has for self-protection. He said she has a 5-year-old son who, despite struggling to make a living, she puts through private school. He believes she is being unfairly prosecuted and that authorities are intentionally ignoring any threat Melton may have posed. "The guy's obviously schizophrenic in the opinion of my daughter and her friend and other people," Mr. Quackenbush said. Quackenbush's father lives in this $890,000 home in Amarillo, Texas. Her ex-boyfriend says she has a superiority complex about wealth and has a $2.5 million trust fund. On August 26, Quackenbush and her friend were in her Porsche SUV near Nashville's famous Music Row above when she shot homeless man Gerald Melton twice.